Every day, girls like me face the same complex issues.
Economic insecurity, sexual assault, racism, and violence
are just a few challenges that I may face in my community.
But in the midst of these struggles, there are leaders igniting change.
These leaders are advocating for the rights of women and girls,
while galvanizing young women to join the feminist movement.
These leaders are putting an end to violence against girls
and teaching us how to use our voices to inspire others.
Recognizing the simple truth
that when I'm safe, strong, and healthy,
my community is made better.
For the 2013 Impact Awards, Chicago Foundation for Women is proud to honor 5 remarkable women who are investing in girls and securing their futures. This year's honorees are youth organizers and activists. They are artists, teachers, and trailblazers. We honor these women for developing real solutions to fight the problems girls encounter. We honor these women for empowering young women and shaping the lives of generations to come.
I probably started working for girls in the late 60s. I started Personal PAC when I was president of Planned Parenthood in 1978, when Planned Parenthood could not get involved in the electoral system. I am a Republican, and I believe in the two-party system and didn't think that we should go a single issue. However, I learned otherwise, started Personal PAC really around our kitchen table, hired our teenage daughters and their friends to type names and addresses and make labels, and then we would endorse candidates and send out voters' guide and do that in our living room with a whole bunch of kids actually from church group. Personal PAC, one of our main focuses, has been fighting to keep Illinois' laws away from demanding that girls get parental permission or judicial permission for legal abortions. Unfortunately, too often when they tell their parents, they're either beaten up or have been impregnated by their father, their stepfather, their uncle, their mother's boyfriend. For a girl of 15 who's already having to go through serious stress, first that she's pregnant and then whether or not to have an abortion, to go through the security system at the county building and then go and talk to a judge is very traumatic.
Los programas que tenemos en el Centro de Paz, como trabajamos con jóvenes, lo más es con niñas, que son las que tienen más problemas. El bullying es muy común entre los jóvenes, entonces nosotros trabajamos con ellos en esos aspectos para que no se vean afectados. Entonces ellos confían más. Y como no somos personas que trabajamos por parte del board de CPS, somos personas de la comunidad y madres que hemos vivido o vivimos la vida real. Ellos confían demasiado en nosotros y van con nosotros. Y es como ellos cambian su manera de pensar, ellos son mejores personas, piensan más en ellos mismos. Lo que más me ha gustado es que hemos logrado un ambiente de paz con los alumnos y también hemos creado una relación entre alumnos afroamericanos y latinos. Ya no hay tanto estereotipo para distinguir a unos de otros y hemos creado un ambiente en el cual ellos se sienten seguros y ellos saben que tienen un lugar a donde ir cuando lo necesitan y a donde resolver sus problemas antes de llegar a un nivel más mayor y ser suspendidos de la escuela. Es importante invertir en el futuro de los jóvenes para formar a ellos en una manera que ellos en un futuro tengan un mejores trabajos, tengan una mejor educación y tengan mejores opciones para la vida. No solamente creando jóvenes que puedan luchar por un poco tiempo, sino que ellos tengan otras alternativas y otras opciones que les pueden ayudar en el futuro.
One of the biggest challenges that faces girls is gender-based violence. They're 4 times more likely to be affected by sexual assaults. 60% of the cases of sexual assault are below the age of 18. I started Long Walk Home in 2003. My sister is a sexual assault survivor, and as a younger sister, I really wanted to help her heal, and I used the tools that I knew, which was the arts, photography, and I captured her healing process from 1999 to 2007, and these photographs are then helping educate college students around the country and also building allies and helping survivors heal. Salamisha's sexual assault actually happened when she was 16 years old. So we were always really engaged in this population. And we started a pilot program. It's called Girlfriends Leadership Institute, and trained them, young girls who were survivors of gender-based violence, to be the leaders to end it in their own community, and really help advocate for other girls as well. And so we started it really small in 2009 with 8 girls, and today we have trained over 112 different young girls to end violence. And they're really amazing young girls. They're talking on the radio about gender-based violence. They're at national conferences, National Sexual Assault Conference, and they're spreading this word all throughout the country, but also at their own school, and coming up with their own campaigns to end it.
I've been with the Arab American Action Network since 2003. What we realized was our young women were saying to us that they wanted their own space. Because as a young Arab Muslim woman, in a context post 9/11 especially, was pretty difficult, struggling with different forms of racism, different stereotypes. And then as a woman who decided to wear hijab, additional stereotypes. And I needed to talk with my sisters, and so the Alliance of Young Women Activists was born. Some of the young women would say to me that they were not allowed to have a job outside of the home. There's so many things that they just were not allowed to do, but their brothers were allowed to do all of those things. These were opportunities that they were missing out on. I had to kind of be the ambassador or the liaison. I had to go convince mom or convince dad, and there was this great opportunity, that great opportunity for our young women, and the parents became trusting of me, and so they would allow their daughters to do certain things if they did it with me, if I were present. It's interesting, it's challenging the norms without being inappropriate and without being outrightly rebellious. Many of the young women who are my age, my generation, we didn't have programs. We didn't have opportunities where we could go and talk about these issues. We didn't really have any opportunities that were specific for Arabs and specific for Muslims or specific for girls for that matter. So it was really important for me to go back into that space and kind of help to provide that opportunity that I didn't have growing up.
The challenges that are faced by refugee girls in Chicago are social isolation, language barriers, they're all learning how to speak English, poverty, and a need for role models, as well as not having education themselves. So a lot of the girls start high school because of their age, but they've never, they've only had a few years of schooling. So I started working one-on-one with a girl named Domi, who was 18. She had been in Chicago for over 2 years. And her family, they're from Burundi originally. I worked with her at the after-school center, but she always had to leave early to go home and take care of her siblings and cook dinner. I started working with her at home, and that's when I really saw everything that she was up against and like a glimpse of her life. But she was very motivated. She wants to be a nurse, but no one was really there to tell her how to get there. We started Camp Girl Forward in 2012, and that's our summer education program. So it's designed to fill the gaps that the girls have in their education. A big part of the program is helping them learn how to navigate their neighborhoods and the cities. So they are given CTA passes, and they learn how to take the bus, how to take the train. I see that these girls embody the American dream. They come here with nothing, and all they want is to have a good life and to help their families, and I want that to still be possible, and I think it really is, as long as we're willing to make sure that they can be the members of our country that they want to be.